Hi, today I'm making my mother's gumbo. So, Mama made gumbo her own way. I'm sure there are lots of different ways to make it, but this is her recipe. So, we're going to begin with, maybe a tablespoon or two of olive oil and 1 cup of chopped onions. You want to, they don't have to be too fine, but they should be. I did about 1.5 cups actually here. And I'm using 4 hot links or hot sausages. The spicy sausages actually flavor the soup. And so I'm cutting those into small rounds and cooking them in the olive oil. Okay, because that's going to be the drippings from the sausage are going to be the basis for the soup, because gumbo for us is we really serve it like a soup. Next, we're cooking the onions. Once the onions are translucent, I'm adding a 28-ounce can of whole tomatoes into the pot. So I'm not draining anything. Now, if you want to drain some of the grease off of it, you can, but I use the dripping. So I'm adding about 6 cups of water to the sausage, tomato, and onion sort of broth, right? And so I'm going to begin to season it with pepper to taste and then garlic powder, as well as a tablespoon of salt. And I use 2 bouillon cubes, okay? And again, an onion powder. So that's the basis for the seasoning. You probably won't need much more than that. Um, and I'm going to let that cook down. So this is a weekend recipe, okay? We add a dozen chicken legs to the sausage and tomato soup mixture. After it's cooked for about 15-20 minutes, I add those chicken legs in there, and we're just going to let this soup cook down. And so that's why it's a great weekend recipe. I just mix it a little bit, and it just cooks slow and slow. So this will be about at least an hour. And at the hour 15-minute mark, I add what's called chuck wagon corn. So you can buy this in the frozen food section. And I use frozen okra as well. It's just easier and it's faster. And so I add those to the soup, as you can see, and let that cook some more, another 30 minutes. And then I'm going to add my crab legs, right? And you can add as much crab or as little crab as you like, and as much shrimp or as little shrimp as you like. The key to the crab and the shrimp is that you want to turn off the soup and let the crab and the shrimp cook in the hot broth. And once it's done, you can serve it over rice. And that is my mother's gumbo.